Hello students, last time we started with quantity index numbers. We had the different formulas to calculate the weighted aggregative quantity index numbers. This is similar to price index number, the same method, but here the prices are the weights in quantity index numbers. We have seen the five methods: Lasperius, Parshas, Marshall-Edgeworth, Dorbish-Bowlus and Fisher quantity index number. We'll move on to see few problems on finding the quantity index numbers. The first example: compute Lasperius, Parshas, Marshall-Edgeworth, Dorbish-Bowlus and Fisher's quantity index number from the following data. There are items, 4 items A, B, C, D, and the price and the quantity of all these items in 2006 as well as 2010 is given in the table. 2006 is the base year here and 2010 is the current year. So we'll have to calculate all the methods. We'll have to compute all the quantity index numbers. So we have P0, Q0, P1, Q1 already given. We'll calculate Q0 into P0, Q1 P0, Q0 P1 and Q1 P1 for each of the items, and we'll prepare a table. And we'll calculate summation Q0 P0, summation Q1 P0, the sum of all the Q0 P0 values, the sum of all Q1 P0 values, the sum of all Q0 P1 values and the sum of Q1 P1 values. We'll prepare a table and we'll start with the calculations. So the Lasperius quantity index number is given by QL01 will be summation Q1 P0 divided by summation Q0 P0 into 100. We need to see the difference in the formulas for the price index number as well as quantity index number. In quantity index numbers, here the prices are taken as weights. So in Lasperius quantity index number, the weight is taken as the base price. P0 is taken as the weight. The base price is taken here as the weight. So summation Q1 P0 divided by summation Q0 P0 into 100. We have the values calculated for summation Q1 P0. We substituted 1490 divided by summation Q0 P0 as 1290 into 100. So the Lasperius quantity index number is 115.5. The Parshas quantity index number is given by summation Q1 P1 divided by summation Q0 P1 into 100. In Parshas quantity index number, the current price is taken as weight. So that remain constant there, Q1 P1 divided by Q0 P0. We have the values calculated from the table. We will substitute it. 1810 divided by 1530 into 100. So the Parshas quantity index number is 119.30. The next we find the Marshall-Edgeworth quantity index number. The formula is given by summation Q1 P0 plus summation Q1 P1 divided by summation Q0 P0 plus summation Q0 P1 into 100. That values we have, we substituted and we get 117.02. The next is the Dorbish-Bowlus quantity index number, that is half of Lasperius quantity index number plus Parshas quantity index number. 115.5 plus 119.3 divided by 2. Already the last, so we have to see here, since Dorbish-Bowlus quantity number is dependent on the Lasperius and Parshas quantity index number, we will have to first find the Lasperius as well as Parshas quantity index number. Otherwise we can't find the Dorbish-Bowlus quantity index number. So we substitute the calculated values and we get 117.4. Next is the Fisher's quantity index number, that is root under Lasperius quantity index number into Parshas quantity index number, that is root under 115.5 into 119.3, which is 117.38. The next example: for the following, compute Marshall-Edgeworth's, Dorbish-Bowlus and Fisher quantity index number for the current year on basis of the following data. There are 5 commodities A, B, C, D, E, and the base year and current year quantity as well as value is given. The price is not given in the table, but the value for each of the commodity in the base year as well as current year is given. We have the formula to calculate the price. So in the solution, here we must convert values as below and then proceed to compute quantity index number. Since value is nothing but price into quantity, price will be nothing but value divided by quantity. So we'll find the value of each of the items for the base year as well as the current year using the formula value divided by quantity. So we construct a table. First is the items A, B, C, D, E. Next is Q naught, that is quantity for the base year. Next is Q naught into P naught. Q naught into P naught is nothing that the quantity and the price. The quantity and the value, the quantity and the value. 50 for the first item, commodity A, for the base year quantity was 50 and the value was 350. So Q naught is 50 and P naught is 350. So Q naught into P naught will calculate. Q naught into P naught is 350. Then Q1, and Q1 into P1 is 420. The value of the commodity A in the current year. Now to find the price, P naught is nothing but the value divided by the quantity, that is Q naught P naught divided by Q naught. Q naught P naught for the first item A is 350 divided by 50, that is 7. So like that we'll find for current year as well as base year. And then once we get the value for P naught and P1, once we get the prices for each of the items in the current year as well as base year, we'll multiply it, Q naught P1 and Q1 P naught. Then we'll find the summation of the values required, that is summation Q naught P naught, summation Q1 P1, summation Q naught P1 and summation Q1 P naught. Then we have Marshall-Edgeworth quantity index number. The formula is given and all the values required is already in the table. We'll substitute it. 1650 plus 1670 divided by 1680 plus 1700 into 100. We get 98.225. The Dorbish-Bowlus quantity index number, the formula we have half into summation Q1 P naught plus divided by summation Q naught P naught plus summation Q1 P1 divided by summation Q naught P1 into 100. We substitute the formula, we substitute the values, and then we get 98.225. And Fisher's quantity index number is given by root under summation Q1 P naught divided by summation Q naught P naught into summation Q1 P1 divided by summation Q naught P1 into 100. Again we have all these values required already calculated in the table. We will substitute it and we get 98.225. Compute and index numbers from the following data. The next example, in that the index number is not specified, like which index number to find, but we'll have to see the quantities given in the data and we'll have to find out which index number, how to find which formula to use. So items are given, prices of articles in the current year is given, and number of articles produced in the thousands is given, that is the base year and the current year. So the prices of the current year is given. Solution, here prices of articles in the current year alone are given along with quantities. So we construct using Parsh's quantity index number. So P1 we have and Q naught we have and Q1 we have. So we'll calculate Q naught P1 and Q1 P1 and the Parsh's price index number. Here the price of the current year is used as weights. So this formula is suitable for calculating. So Parsh's price index number is given by summation Q1 P1 divided by summation Q naught P1 into 100, that is 2525 divided by 1830 into 100, which is 137.98. The next example.